We all have a story we tell ourselves. Mine used to sound like this. I'm anxious, I overthink, I need to figure out who I really am. It wasn't until I stumbled across Stoicism, yes, those ancient Roman guys like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, that I realized maybe the problem wasn't me. Maybe it was the way I believed I had to be someone in some fixed, perfect form. But what if this whole idea of a permanent you is just an illusion? Stoic philosophy teaches us something powerful. You are not your titles, your feelings, or even your thoughts. You are your actions. You are your character, shaped moment by moment. Epictetus said it best. You are not your body or your possessions, but your will. That will, your capacity to choose how you respond to the world, is the only thing truly yours. Everything else? Fleeting, borrowed, out of your control. And that includes the self you think you are. Let's bring this home. A few years ago, I hit a point where I didn't know who I was anymore. I was burned out, disconnected, and tired of trying to keep up the identity I had built. I remember sitting alone thinking, have I lost myself? And then, strangely enough, I thought of Marcus Aurelius, writing in his journal nearly 2,000 years ago. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That's when I started to let go. Not in a dramatic, throw away your identity kind of way, but in a stoic way. By focusing on what's actually within my control, not my labels, not how I'm remembered, not even how I feel on a given day, just the choices I make. Here's a Stoic metaphor. Imagine a dog tied to a moving cart. The dog can resist, pull, and be dragged, or it can choose to walk in step with the cart. The cart is fate. The dog is yourself. And the moment you stop resisting what you cannot control and instead focus on your role, your decisions, your virtues, something remarkable happens. You stop needing to find yourself. You just start being. Modern neuroscience backs this up. When you look for the self in the brain, there's no little person behind the curtain. There's just processes, memories, emotions, a narrative. It's functional, but not real in the way we think. You're not a fixed identity. You're more like a flame, always burning, always changing, shaped by what fuels you. The Stoics weren't surprised by this. They understood the self not as an essence, but as a practice. You are your discipline, your resilience, your virtue. You are what you do with each moment. This might sound unsettling. If there's no permanent you, then who's steering the ship? But here's the Stoic answer. You are the helmsman, if you choose to be. Not because you control the sea, but because you choose your direction in the storm. In letting go of the illusion of a solid self, you make space for something deeper, something free. You don't need to cling to an identity. You can become a work in progress, guided by reason, grounded in virtue. You can become a Stoic. So maybe you don't exist in the way you thought. Maybe that you was just a mask, one shaped by habit, fear, and other people's expectations. But underneath all that is something the Stoics called prohairesis, the rational faculty, your ability to choose how to live. And that is more than enough.